Welcome. I'm Trevor Welch. Welcome to Sports Chat, exclusively live here on TV3. Where, of course, we'll be chatting about Sports Chat, which, of course, you can see exclusively live here on TV3. Of course, I'm joined in the studio by my colleague, Aidan Cooney. Good evening, Aidan.
Good evening there, Trevor. Great to be here. Really looking forward to the chat there, Britney Spears.
And I'm also joined by the former Kentucky Fried League of Ireland star, Noel King. Good evening, Noel.
Who are you?
Thank you very much. Thank you, of course, for that one, Noel. Well, of course, yesterday Ireland managed to get into the World Cup playoffs, of course. They played Cyprus. Did you see the game, Aidan?
No, Trevor, it was on the... It's on the other channel.
That's a very good point, Aidan. And of course, but the big game and the big news, of course, is the Champions League, which is upcoming exclusively live here on TV3. Of course, the big games involving Manchester United, of course. Manchester United, a team who come from the northwest of England. If you look on the globe, it'll be in the middle somewhere. And of course, they wear red, of course, Manchester United. Do you think that that's a good, an interesting position for Manchester United to take, that they wear red, Aidan?
Well, Noel's the expert. Noel, do you think that's an interesting point? Of course, they wear red, you know. Not just Manchester United wearing the red. I mean, there are a lot of people wearing red, of course. You know, red flag to a bull. You know, of course, that Moulin Rouge video you had, Christian Aguilera, the red pants. That's of course a very good point, Aidan. But there are, of course, other teams in Manchester United's group. Of course, Lille and Deportivo La Coruña, and for instance, Deportivo La Coruña, they'll be playing Manchester United soon. That's a good point, very good point. Exclusively live here on
TV3. Manchester United, of course, will want to maybe win that game 2-0 or 3-0.
That's a very good point, Noel. What do you think there will be the outcome of the game? I mean, if you look at any game, I mean, you look at Manchester United, they take the field, and Deportivo, they think they're fairly deadly, you know, they're going out with their sword. I mean, for Deportivo to get a draw against Manchester United, I mean, would the skill, would it be deadly, or how do you think they do?
Well, you know, I mean, at this level, you know, I mean, you want to be going into half-time, like Sir Alex Ferguson. If you're asked Sir Alex Ferguson now, like, would he be happy going in 2-0 or 2-0 up or 2-0 down?
That's a good point.
You know, obviously he preferred to be going in 2-0 up as opposed to 2-0 down, you know what I mean? Because obviously you've got a better advantage, you know, if you're 2-0 up as opposed to 2-0 down. But I mean, you know, at the same time, you know, when it's 1-1, it's anybody's game.
That's right, of course. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Of course, Leeds United, they are also in the Champions League.
No, they're not.
UEFA Cup.
UEFA Cup. They're in the UEFA Cup as well. Of course, Leeds United, they play in white. Valencia, they play in Valencia, they play with Valencia. They, of course, play in white as well.
Of course, Juventus, they have a bit of white in there as well. Juventus, I mean, just go back to the Juventus game now. I mean, that was, well, you had your Juventus there against Celtic there a while ago, and you even exclusive. You had this situation where Juventus scored the goal at the end, got a dodgy penalty. It was well jammy now, the penalty at the end of it. Very damaged. Christian Aguilera wouldn't have got that penalty. Got the penalty then. And to look at Martin O'Neill, he was incest on the line, wasn't he? He was incest on the touchline.
He was very incensed. He was very incensed. Well, tell you something, you know, I mean, at this level, you know, it's really about, you know, who goes out there and gives it 110%. You know what I mean? Because I mean, at this level, you know, they're all very similar standards, you know, the players. Very similar standard teams. And it's really just a question of who goes out there. If some teams go out there and give it 110%.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah, tell it now.
Well, of course, that's all we have time for here on Sports Chat. For tonight, but you can watch a rerun of this program. It is our next broadcast here on TV3, and it will be reruns of this will be broadcast all night, every night for the next 3 weeks, of course.
For the rest of your life is exclusively live on TV3.
So Join us again soon, but for now, we are going to leave you with a 15-minute ad break.